the rocky terrain to the northwest of Stoneguard, there is a path formed by a giant sandworm passing through the rocks. We should be cautious, as there have been frequent reports of missing adventurers here recently.
You get spittle pouches when you defeat the... My God! You can see me? Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Well, it is all for my daughter. My daughter, Marcia, is captain of the Sandworm Raid. Marcia has never truly experienced the horror of that monster. Ordinary people like us are no match for her. What? You don't know Queen Belandia? Search around the Sandworm lair, and you'll find traces of the monster. You'll understand why I'm so worried when you see for yourself what it leaves behind. Afterwards, go to her group's campsite and try to convince my daughter.
Start swarming in. You'll be in big trouble if you let your guard down. There are suddenly a lot more ants in the center of the passage. An unusual phenomenon.
Warning! This is the great corridor through which Queen Belandia roams.
Prepare thoroughly before entering the Mushroom Cave.
Oh my, I'm done for. Oh, my camel. No, I'm completely ruined because of Queen Belandia. At first, I went around looking for her in the hopes I might salvage something, but the pile consisted of bone fragments of the people and animals she consumed. Seeing everyone told me I should be happy that I escaped with my life. Queen Belandia, she ruined my life overnight. You best be careful too. You mean the Sandworm Lair? It's to the east of here.
Glenn Richhill wanted to dissuade his daughter from trying to hunt down Queen Belandia. He was well aware of the Queen's horror, given that he died after losing his leg to her. Having witnessed the aftermath of Queen Belandia's work in person, you could understand why he was so worried about his daughter, that he was unable to leave this world. Get over here. Hurry it up.
Queen Belandir refuses to give up on her prey when she's marked them for the hunt. People would say it's fate for us to meet, so let's get on with the introductions. I am Josephine Kraft, a wizard from Benelux. I'm studying the magic of Soren Warnack, who created the Moonlight Oasis here. I discovered that the magic used by Soren Warnack correlates with Queen Belandir's mana, so I've been investigating the Queen's behavior. That's the reason I went there. Did you go looking for Queen Belandir on purpose? She has already taken so many Resistance members from us. You almost became one of them. Did you do that out of curiosity? Oh, I understand. I'd want to stop my family if they said they would defeat Queen Belandir. I think I know how Glenn feels.
Right? They're all yours. The second round starts now. We'll be accepting deliveries for 3 minutes. Also, the castle merchants have announced they will pay triple coins.
I'm busy doing some maintenance at the moment, my friend. Were you hoping to go up to see the observatory? Maybe you can fly down to the observatory, if you can jump from that lofty hill there. You're not really going to try that.
I've never seen you before. What brings you here? So what you're saying is that Queen Belandir is a monster that can't be beaten, and I should give up and stop trying. I don't know why a complete stranger like you is so concerned for my safety, but what do you think we're doing here? Everyone who's ever lived in this area has lost something precious because of Queen Belandir. They still are. We're fighting so that this tragedy finally ends. I've made a detailed plan.
The investigation team stumbled across Queen Belandir during their survey, leading her to launch a fierce attack. If it had not been for the wizard Josephine Kraft, they might have failed to escape. You then sought out Marcia Richhill, Glenn's daughter and Sandworm Raid Group captain. You tried to persuade her to cease her plan to defeat Queen Belandir. However, she did not relent.
A heroic soul. Did you meet with Marcia? Good heavens. Now what do I do? Yes, that's a better approach. There is that... What? I wasn't serious. Now that I think about it, luring the beast would be too risky. I didn't realize someone so skilled was nearby. And I know I'm overstepping myself here, but I need you to do this one last favor.
When Glenn realized that he couldn't stop his daughter, he decided to help her.
Someone seems to have collected a giant blood mushroom. Very good.
Intermediary, sir, do you have a moment?
Never thought I'd see it. What business did the proud wave merchants of Belforay have with me?
I must depart at once. I need scales as quickly as possible.
Is that so? I can guarantee instant delivery at a market price of 3 coins.
More punch.
Oh, we meet again. You look like you have something important to tell me. Ah, I see. If that is the intent of the raid group, I would like to lend them my strength. So, you mean to bait Queen Belandir to ensure the safety of the raid group, right? Well, Oh, come to think of it, Clay wrote in one of his books that Queen Belandir is attracted to strong mana. He also wrote the potent sandworm poison sac can be utilized as raw material with the potent sandworm poison sac and magic amplification gear. You can create a device that emits mana to attract Queen Belandir. If that doesn't work, you'll have to resort to your own devices to lure her over to you. It's true that power can be used to detect other power that comes from the same source. Did you know that? Queen Belandir's power was derived from a star fragment. So you really didn't know? Star fragments themselves are nothing more than a pure form of power. If someone with evil intent uses one, they can make a monster as fearsome as Queen Belandir. Let's try making a luring trap first. While I'm away looking for the lure magic schema, go collect bristled armadillo scales and potent poison sacs. You can easily find plenty of armadillos in the Moonlight Desert, but first, make sure they're stunned by the trap before you go to kill them. That sandworms make stronger poison when they are young. But if there is a resistance force that guards the sandworm hatchery near its lair, maybe we could ask...
Josephine recalled some passages in Clay's book and found a way to lure Queen Belandir. She also informed you that the source of Queen Belandir's power was something known as a star fragment. Those star fragments contain pure power. Someone created a monster called Queen Belandir out of evil intent.
people got a lot of coins. Only 1 minute until this window closes. Hurry up if you want your money. The last caravan will be departing soon. I'll finally get some rest.
You've decided to use Queen.
All right, that's it for deliveries. The caravans are ready to go. So these people collected the most coins from their deliveries.
Here lies the impregnable fortress, guarded by giant ants. Even the magical forces of Arceum could not occupy this place. There is a legend that the very same power which made Stoneguard barren created a giant and cruel Queen Ant.
This is a sandworm hatchery. It's a dangerous place, so you should leave. You're looking for poison sacs? Then you'll need to find the baby sandworms. But they're good. Maybe you could shapeshift yourself into an insect. You know what? If you promise to help me, I will guide the way. Good. I'll brief you the details after we get in. You can get... What I need is a sandworm.
Wow! I didn't expect to discover this precious thing. The shell is very fragile. Try not to damage it. What? Help me! Ah! Darn, I shouldn't have come here. Let's get out of here before...
The potent sandworm poison sac is also used as a raw material for mana production. It is particularly suitable for a mana amplifier to lure Queen Melandia, because it can be used to freely adjust the emitted level of mana based on external conditions.
If you want to know more, you're back just first. Put the potent sandworm poison sac over here. Apply it to the armadillo scales. Failed. Hard to believe I made a mistake. Elemental fusion stones are riddled with impurities. Naturally, we just need to make a pure elemental fusion stone that can be engraved with any schema. I'll prepare everything else, so please get me the required materials. Sand crystals are available in the highlands around the sandworm lair, and cactus water is available south of the Moonlight Desert.
The first attempt to build the device for luring Queen Melandia ended in failure. Since common elemental fusion stones often contain impurities, they cannot be used to contain delicate and complex schema, like the magic schema for attracting monsters. Josephine explained that making a pure elemental fusion stone will make up for this error. Purified water used to draw a magic schema is essential to making a pure elemental fusion stone. This is because low water purity can lead to errors in the schema. In the desert where water is scarce, cactus water can be used as a viable substitute. It is important to consider not only the size of the sand particles used for the pure elemental fusion stone, but also whether they contain their own impurities. Moonlit sand crystals can be ground to very fine particles and are the purest of their kind.
The sand...
You can get a glimpse of Clay's interest in the various monsters and poisons of Silesium through his books. These books contain interesting information, such as the fact that the mighty Queen Belandia was originally a small sandworm, and that sandworm poison sacs have the rare ability to detect another being's mana.
I've been waiting. We need to make it. This hardens it to complete the pure elemental fusion stone. Here we go. This is the device for luring Queen Belandia. Afterward, the level of mana around the device will increase to the maximum limit. Queen, now, here's how to operate it. Like I mentioned, I made the device for luring Queen Belandia so it can be controlled remotely. Queen Belandia will appear soon after pressing the button.
Having finished crafting the pure elemental fusion stone, the device for luring Queen Belandia was complete. After installing the device, you press the button of the remote control to amplify the mana emitted and attract Queen Belandia. The remote control must be operated at a minimum safe distance from the device.
What brings you here this time? We can lure Queen Belandia with that device? Most members of the raid group are at the sandworm hatchery right now. My troops are currently working to reduce the number of sandworms. If you get out there and help them with their mission, they'll be able to come back sooner. Everyone is bringing their very best to this mission. Read the operation plan at the Eastern Gathering campsite.
Upon learning about the luring device, Marcia wanted to catch Queen Belandia immediately. However, in order to do so, a full-scale offensive involving the entire Sandworm raid group is needed, and most of the troops are already active in the Sandworm hatchery. Marcia's troops need help to finish the job and return quickly. Sandworm Raid Group regularly carries out operations to reduce the sandworm population. Once these begin, all but essential members of the squad remain in the sandworm hatchery and only return when the mission is complete. The best and only way to get the squad members to come back is to help them complete their operation quickly.
I've been waiting. Thanks to you, my troops returned earlier than expected. We've set so many traps for Queen Belandia already, but with the luring device you brought, we'll be able to attract her there as planned. Okay, I marked the location on the map.
Marcia and her group had already set up a trap in the hopes of catching Queen Belandia. Unfortunately, it had proved useless, with the Queen never showing up at it. With the new luring device, however, she could be attracted to the trap and captured as planned. The place Marcia mentioned was filled with bombs and gunpowder chests, all meant to kill Queen Belandia. Even the fearsome beast would struggle to survive if caught there during the blast. The luring device was installed in a chest, placed in the center of the trap.
You're back. If we press this button, Queen Belandia will show up over there, right? There she is! Finally!
After Marcia pressed the button on the remote switch, Queen Belandia charged. Her fierce attack was cut short when she stopped in the middle of the trap and took flight. Determined to bring her down, the raid group let fly every arrow they had. The enormous sandworm was engulfed in an explosion as the gunpowder chest caught fire, but managed to escape.
Captain of the Sandworm Raid Group. I want to catch her, because I am Marcia Richel, daughter of Glenn Richel. Every time I felt discouraged by our failure to kill the beast, I looked to my father's name carved upon the victim's stone to steel my resolve. My father always wanted our family to live together in a safe place. I'm going to rebuild our family home. A place with so many happy memories. So, if you see my father again, tell him to stop worrying about me. We will kill Queen Belandia soon. It is a monument bearing the names of Queen Belandia's many, many victims.
Marcia succeeded in critically injuring Queen Belandia, and felt confident that the next battle against her would be the last. When she learned all of this stemmed from her ghostly, a stone engraved with the names of all those killed by Queen Belandia rests on one side of the camp. This memorial only honors the officially identified victims, so it is impossible to guess how many more. Queen Belandia, the invincible, the all-consuming. No one had ever even so much as scratched the fearsome beast. Enter the Order of the Swan, a small-time guild, hired by the Resistance to help gather sandworm poison sacs. While the Resistance soldiers were mopping up the sandworms, they were suddenly dragged into the sand beneath their feet. One of the swans, Rowan, fell into the vortex. All at once, Queen Belandia reared up, writhing in pain. Rowan had morphed into a violet phoenix and burst free from Queen Belandia's carapace, freeing everyone trapped inside. To this day, the mere sight of a human touched with malvescence is enough to violently enrage the mighty beast. Humans only defeated Queen Belandia once in the past. Among those she devoured that day was Rowan, who possessed the power of a star fragment. Rowan transformed into an ethereal violet phoenix and burst through her tough carapace. This was the first time Queen Belandia experienced such pain, and she fled in surprise.